Now, we've been reporting on the announcement that Ofsted is scrapping its one or two word Ofsted inspection grades for England's schools. It means overall grades of outstanding, good, requires improvement and inadequate will end. The government says the change, which follows the suicide of head teacher Ruth Perry in 2023, is needed to reduce the high stakes for schools and give parents a better picture. Joining me now is Alison Pearson, the Executive Director of Education for the Marches Academy Trust, which runs several schools in Shropshire, primary and secondary, including ones in Oswestry, Whitchurch, Market Drayton, Shifnal and Shrewsbury. Good morning, Alison.
Good morning.
Thanks for being with us. Could you tell us what's the overall objective of Ofsted inspections and the final grades that have been given to schools?
They are designed to check how a school is functioning so that the parents know whether that school is a good school or not and what the areas are to focus on to improve. Every child deserves the best education. That's what we all believe. And it supports knowing where we are and what we need to do next.
It's widely reported there's lots of pressure on schools, on staff, particular head teachers during and following inspections. What's your experience of having gone through it?
Inspection started in 1992, and that was my first year in education. We had one in my very first term. I've been through a lot, including one just last year as a head, second one as a head. They're very stressful and they're all very different. The inspection framework changes regularly, and you spend a lot of time as a head preparing for what might happen in an inspection and getting your head absolutely round the guidebook as to what should happen. They're incredibly stressful, even when they go very well. Yeah, very stressful for all staff. It's not just the head, for all staff. There's a lot at stake, and if it goes not the way you want, there's incredible tension, stress, outcomes, impact on people's lives in the profession.
Were you, as head teacher and director of education, consulted about these proposed changes?
There has been a big consultation. I think they've released something today looking at lots of stakeholders, parents, pupils have all been asked about how they feel the latest inspection framework is and what needs to change. So yeah, there has been a consultation process.
Do you think the change is a positive step?
I think it's a step in the right direction. The current single grades that are out there are all judged on different frameworks, and some are 10 years old. So the single word judgment that maybe parents are judging schools on can be very, very outdated. So it's a step in the right direction. The proof is in the pudding. What's it going to look like, and what will it look like actually during an inspection, and how well trained and briefed are the inspectors when they come in.
What do you think the changes will look like for parents? Because one word or two word grading's often well, they're quite easy to understand for parents. What about these new proposals?
I think the one word judgment can often hide the four judgments underneath. The one at the top maybe gives one impression, but the four judgments underneath probably give very different impressions sometimes. So that already is a deeper layer that people should be looking at. As I said, some of the grades are 10 years out of date, if you like. They're not really representative of the school at that time. Although it may be a very blunt tool, there's a lot going on in a school, and how on earth do you summarise that into a single word? I think the card, if they do it well and it's a single page, it's clear. I think parents want to know more than a single word about a school. Anybody looking for a school for their child doesn't just look at Ofsted. They ask family, friends, they go visit, they go to open evenings, look at the website. They do a lot of other digging themselves anyway. So I think they'll welcome a wider range of information about the school as a whole, about everything that it does, rather than a single word.
It's a really busy time for you, of course, the new school term starting this week. How are things going? How are preparations going?
Really well. We're really pleased. There's been lots of renovation works going on in all our schools through the summer. Shrewsbury Academy, where I'm based a lot, really excited. The students are coming in tomorrow, actually. They've got a brand new block there, 14 new teaching spaces. Looks amazing. They've had halfway through a £19 million build. So really excited to see everybody today. I'm at a primary school today. I've just seen the gates open. They'll be coming in a minute. It's always a really exciting time for a school.